say that you don't love it. I know it's a cliche. Smoke on the Water, it's gotta be the most classic riff of all time.
Classic.
Guitarists have to play Smoke on the Water at some point. It's the law, and you don't want to get arrested. So let's embrace it and learn how to play it properly. Welcome to Crafty Music Tips. My name is Crafty. I'm a full-time musician. I live and breathe Smoke on the Water. I have to, because it's one of the parts of how I make my living, knowing how to play Smoke on the Water. And if you're a beginner, if this is one of the very first things that you're ever trying to achieve on the guitar, well, might I direct you to an earlier video where I showed you a beginner way of playing, in your early stages where it's not quite as hectic, one finger at a time, that type of thing. I'll leave a link to the video below. It's a part of a 10-step guide to playing guitar that I put together that a lot of people have found really helpful. But if you feel like that you're ready to play it exactly like the original, well, you've come to the right place. Now, you may notice that I don't need a pick because the original guitarist, Richie Blakemore, he used fingers, either like this or like that. Either way, what we're going to do is we're going to play these notes. Like that. Now, sometimes I might prefer playing these two notes here in an open fashion. It's the open strings. It's the two middle ones, G and D, G and D, or D and G, whatever order you like, and you play them together like that. And you can use a pick if you want, if you're a pick player, but you can tell the difference there. It just has a different sound to it. It's subtle, but yeah, if you want to really be authentic, then play it like that with your fingers. Either with the open, like what I'm showing you here, or on the 5th fret on the A and D strings. Okay, now a lot of you watching this will go, all right, sweet, I've got the riff, I'm done. Don't need anything else. No. What you need is the rest of the song. If you don't feel like that you're ready to play the solo yet, because it might be a bit too fast and a bit too hard, well, then that's fine. But please don't just leave it at the riff, because there's a great song that happens after this. If you know what a power chord is, we need a G power chord starting on the note G, which is the 3rd fret on the low E string. And then you've got the 3rd finger and then the pinky in the 5th fret positions on the A string and the D string. And it's a pattern that goes 5 times in that G position. 2, 3, 4. After the 5th, you just move the exact same position down to the 1st fret, down 2 frets. It's exactly the same. And then that's 6 now, if you add that to the 5 that we played up there. And so we've just got 2 left on the original G position. That was the 7th and the 8th. If you put them all together, it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, the tricky thing with that is making sure that you don't get your amounts mixed up, because the last 2 of the G power chord is exactly the same position as the first 5 when it repeats itself. So allow me to try and demonstrate with a bit of a backing track. Here we go. Okay.
We all came out to Montreux on the
5, 6, 7, 8. Then it starts again. 1.
making records with a mobile. We didn't have much time.
2 more full ones.
Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place around. Some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground.
All right, chorus.
Smoke on the water, fire
right, so just to break down that chorus, basically it's exactly the same pattern. It's just starting on the A string, like that. You just ring out that last note a little bit longer than you do in the verse, and then you go down to 1 fret higher than where the verse starts. So it starts on the 4th fret, and then you just hold the power chord, that G power chord, the one where you start the verse on, over the fire in the sky. And then the weird thing about the chorus is, if you're not too familiar with how the song sounds, it's kind of like 1.5 choruses in a way, because you just go smoke on the water, and then instead of doing another fire in the sky bit back there, you go straight back to the riff. It catches some people out, hopefully not you. Now, one big important thing to note is what the rhythm section does in the solo. When the guitarist is playing the solo, which could be you got to know as well what the cake is underneath the icing of what the solo is. So basically, it's similar to the verse, but it's not the same. So the amounts are 4 lots of G, 3, 4, and then 2 lots of C, which is the first chorus chord, and then back to the G for the last 2. And then you do that 4 times. Let's just try it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Change to the C. Back to the G and start again. C. Back to the G. And it starts again. What we just played there, that whole amount doubles. And then we've got a big long C power chord, which gets held like this for 2 bars, and then an F power chord, which you may remember is the 6th part of the verse. 3, 4, second bar, 2, 3, 4, and then back to the riff. Cool. So there you have it. You ready for the solo? Well, I'd love to show you. I'll tell you where I want to show you. It's inside a thing called the Crafty Guitar Club. Basically, if you go to craftyguitarclub.com, it'll tell you everything that you need to know about what it's like to be inside a guitar club that's named after me. Basically, no, in all seriousness, look, if you need a hand with your guitar and you'd like somebody that maybe looks or sounds like me, maybe you think I'm helpful, I don't know. Maybe you just feel like might be good to be able to hang out with some other like-minded musicians. Well, either way, I got you covered. Go check out craftyguitarclub.com for all the details. I hopefully will see you inside. It'll be a lot of fun because I'm going to be teaching everybody the solo. So I'll see you inside if you want to learn the solo. Rock on. I hope you found this video helpful. Cheers.